One grew up on the territory feel.
And what you gonna do?
The larger-than-life icons.
Oh, yeah! Woo! The best there is, the best there was!
And the foundation of the business.
The other came in during a new era.
Now, both worlds meet in one place. Breaking down Raw, SmackDown, premium live events, legends, hot takes, and everything in between.
Oh, it's true!
This is the 8301 Wrestling Podcast, the perfect address for wrestling talk.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the 8301 Podcast. You have pulled up to the best address for all WWE news and reviews. I'm your host, Marcus Brown.
And it's your boy, Chris Long.
And we are doing it once again. So we are on the road to the King and Queen of the Ring and on the road to Night of Champions leading into SummerSlam. But Raw tonight was for June 22nd was from the O2 Arena in London, England. And let me start by saying, England, you disappointed me.
Hey, okay, cool. I thought I was the only one, but
No.
all right, cool.
No.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one. Baltimore was better. I'm like, for once,
Yeah.
for once the USA crowd was better.
I wasn't. All the hype we gave overseas crowds, and then they went over to
Yeah, that was
England,
kinda
and
mid,
England
yeah.
was like, "Yeah, y'all are here." Mm-mm.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought that.
Yeah, no. I was not pleased with the crowd, but I mean, it was a show. We're gonna talk about it, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't. It didn't really. It doesn't feel like we're walking or leading into anything to me.
Yeah.
Like nothing big.
Nothing big has happened.
Like even with the Bloodline, I feel like it's still like at a simmer. It hasn't really gotten to that apex yet where we're like anticipating. Because like where was Roman tonight?
Yeah. It seemed like last week it was the start of something, and then they kind of pulled back this week, And I guess because Roman wasn't there.
Maybe because it just didn't.
Right.
It didn't do anything. Even the Jacob stuff, like, but whatever. We're getting ahead. Let's start from the beginning. So the show starts. They only give Oba the dope entrance when he's overseas. With did you get to see it that time? Yeah, with the like that's
pretty cool.
Yeah, I love it. They do that everywhere they go. That's an amazing entrance for Oba. That was dope. His promo was his promo. Oba's still working on that. I feel like he's very skip to my Lou, Jiminy Cricket kind of promos. Like, I'm a beast. I'm a monster. I'm going to win. I'm going to win. My father told me one day. Like,
Okay.
That's just kind of how it feels. There's no intimidation. I think, and that's why Brock had Paul. You need that person to amp up the crowd. He just doesn't do that for me.
Do you think he needs that, or does his presence and his in-ring ability does it for him? So maybe he doesn't have to bring the mic skills like that.
That's why I think he needs a mouthpiece.
Okay.
I think he should have a mouth. I think they should have kept Apollo, make Apollo his mouthpiece, because they're both, Nigerian, and you have a mouthpiece that can also wrestle. So
Okay.
even if you don't want to feed anybody to Oba, or Oba needs to take a L, it could be Apollo taking the L in a tag team match, something like that. Like, I think that would have been. That's why I wanted that faction with Omos, Apollo, and Oba. I thought that'd have been dope. But
Okay.
I think that would have been cool. He needs a mouthpiece. I think. I'm not saying he can't talk. He's just not captivating on the mic. And then as he's talking, Jay comes out.
Yeah.
He tried to act like he was mocking Oba and acting hard, but then he turned right back into Jey Uso and he's yeeting like it's 2010, and then gets in the ring, blown up like always, like dead, bro. Like if I'm Oba, that's the first thing I'm saying. When he got done with his promo, I'd have been like, "Hey, can you say that again? After you catch your breath? Because how do you think you're gonna beat me when you die after your entrance?"
That would have been good.
Right. Because he was not, like, he couldn't even get it out. The fans was yeeting. He trying to say it with him, but he's so exhausted. He can't even keep up with it. He losing his words.
Yeah.
Jay,
You don't like Jay.
I don't like Jay.
But I do. So, but I get what you're saying though. Like, I agree.
That's really the biggest thing I don't like about Jay is that he has no cardio. He just does, and I watched his entrance. Why are you so tired?
Yeah.
He don't do a lot.
Yeah, and especially today, because it won't because he's kind of toned down the yeeting. Like, he don't yeet as much. He kind of let the crowd do it. He kind of do a little bit, but he don't, go as hard as he was.
That dude was extremely tired.
Yeah.
And it's just like, bro, you got to hit the gym or something, especially if you stealing everybody moves too. Like, you really have to. But I think Oba could have torn him apart on the mic. I don't like, so that's why I think he needs a mouthpiece, because there's so many things about Jay you can destroy.
Yeah, I thought he kind of did when he mentioned at the end that he's not worried about you. He said something like, "I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about your other cousin."
Yeah, he said you're not the family member that I'm worried.
You're worried about whatever. Yeah. He said something about like, you're not as important to me or whatever. So he's kind of, he threw some shade at Jay.
Yeah, but it was all man. It was just a mid conversation. It felt like two dudes is not great on the mic. Even when Jay hit, "This is your warning shot," blah, and then tried to put the one up, and everybody started chanting over. Now I like that part because it's like, bro, you not Jimmy. Like, when Jimmy hit it, it was perfect.
Yeah.
And then Jay's been trying to run with it. But you so tired when you say, like, you're always tired, bro. Even when y'all walk out from the back together, you're exhausted when you grab the microphone. I'm 300 pounds and I don't get that tired.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if I walked up some stairs, but, bro, this dude is always exhausted. Like,
yeah.
But they talked about that on Unreal, which, if you didn't know, season 3 of Unreal is about to comes out on the 21st. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, because they just ruining wrestling for me. Like, they ruining it. But they making me like that's why I fell in love with Chelsea. Yeah, because of Unreal.
I like with Unreal. I get both sides, cause I can appreciate how you get more backstory of the actual person.
Okay,
and I like the production side of it, like knowing who's behind the matches, like knowing there's just not two guys out there wrestling. That is actually like a whole production, like it's producers helping out with the match, and it's a whole team of people forming this match. So it's nice to see that backstory. At least.
No, I could agree with that, and seeing what goes into it. But I think they should show it like when the wrestlers are done, because it's like, you'll show me Seth, and he's in this epic battle with a wrestler, but then you see how cool they are in the back. But then I turn on Raw this week and they still beefing.
I agree with that.
It ruins it for me.
That's really kind of with all the WWE kind of like extra content they do. Because I remember when Stephanie had her show, Stephanie's Places, I guess on ESPN, and she interviewed the whole Bloodline with Roman and
it was on the
Solo,
boat.
Like they was all on the boat.
Yeah.
So it's like that kind of took away from the Jacob storyline, because I was like, Jacob was on the boat with them, and then like it's one big happy family, lovey dovey. So to go from there to be like Jacob saying, "Oh, like y'all wasn't there for me, y'all wasn't this, y'all wasn't that."
But you chilling with him on a yacht.
y'all was on a yacht, lovey dovey. Like talking about the good times.
To cooking together
and all that.
Yeah,
so it's kind of hard.
It.
So yeah, stuff like that takes me out. But I mean, so like I still, so I still separate the two, but still it's hard to fully get engaged with it, knowing that, man, y'all really love each other behind the scenes, or it's not really smoke. So it's just like, even though like, of course we know that, but we don't need to see it at the same time. I don't know. But I'm conflicted.
Because even when Triple H pulled Jay to the side, it was like, we're gonna tie a rocket to your back.
Yeah,
are you ready? But he even told him when Jay was like, "Yeah, I'm ready." Like, you got to get your wind up. Like, like they were telling him from jump, bro, you have no cardio. Then they put the belt on him, even though they really didn't want to, because they had that meeting when they was like, maybe he's not ready. They put it on him, and then immediately took it off, because he has no stamina, and maybe that's because he's been a tag team wrestler so long.
But even then, I'm still. That still shouldn't be, because prior to that, he had been like away from the Bloodline at least a year and a half already.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
So the whole cardio thing, like I thought it was like just a part of the story. Okay, so before the Unreal came out, I thought it was all just like like part of the storyline.
The
when he had that botch and stuff. Like I thought I was all just tied into his like come up, or
he's just tired.
Yeah, so when they said that backstage, I was like, oh, wow, this was real. This was a real concern backstage. I was like, oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, Jay, Like I don't dislike Jay. He got to work on it.
And he is older. He like 42 or like 40.
What that mean? Look at AJ.
Yeah, that's
true. AJ but he
yeah.
done. But still, I'm just just get your.
But maybe
he
like to do extracurricular activities. Maybe he drink and stuff and smoke and whatever.
His brother hitting whispers in the winds and all that. Like he just got to get right.
And he got Jada, so maybe that's a distraction.
Yeah, you definitely need some cardio for all that. So hey, bro, you don't want you gonna be eating on that thing. You better have some energy. so that's all I'm saying. But the next, so the first match of the show, I'm gonna paint a picture for you guys. So I'm sitting here. The Oba thing had just happened. Then they went to commercial break. And they coming back from commercial break, and the first thing I hear, I'm not even in front of the screen. I'm in the kitchen, and I told my wife, mute that television.
I tried to screenshot that and send it to you, but it wouldn't let me screenshot it because it turned black. I was gonna screenshot Bree and then send it to you, but
I didn't even care.
Oh man, I was like.
I immediately gave the show 1 star. I said, when we do the podcast tonight, 1 star for this show.
It just came up. It's like y'all in sync with each other now. Y'all like just like as soon as her, like I just automatically think about you now.
Yeah. But hey, happy for Paige. She was home, got to wrestle in front of home crowd. I did not watch the match at all.
The match was a decent match. Did you see the post match?
Yes, okay. I heard all the commotion, so I rewound it to the end of the match to kind of see what happened. So I did see Lyra lose her, but hey, that was a beautiful crash out.
Yes, and they did it differently because usually you expect because she lost, she the one that lost the match. Right. So usually when people it should have been Bayley the one that turned. So she loses the match and then she crashes out on her partner. So that's a little different.
But I like it because. Especially what we're dealing with the unveiling of the new season of Unreal, because we learned in the last season how she's a perfectionist and she always wants to get things right. But in her mission to get things right, she makes even more mistakes, like when she put the handcuffs back on and all that. So to me, her losing is her not being perfect. Yeah. So it's like, if I wasn't with you, I wouldn't have even been in this position to lose. So it's your fault.
Yeah. And I mean, we just kind of talked about this, well, maybe last week or the week before about Lyra, about how you said about the perfectionist and how she's kind of maybe losing her spot, I guess, to other people and stuff. Mm-hmm. So this is good for her, really. I'm trying to think back because Bayley never actually turned on her all the way, did she?
No, she just started going crazy, but then she kind of
did attack her, but then she didn't really turn on her.
Yeah, it was kind of like she didn't have no good reason for this. I know they're trying to take Lyra somewhere. Lyra as a heel, I'm interested to see where that goes because her character is not with the wings and all. And I don't know if that's very heelish.
They might have to change her whole music.
But anybody, if you can really do heel thing, like if you can play it well, then hey, by all means, I'm interested to see where it goes. Like I have no, you could be Brie Bella. Oh, and they had when they say WWE Hall of Famer Brie Bella, I get so mad. I'm just
She's a Hall of Famer. That's what she is.
Like I'm so tired.
She's a Hall of Famer. What are you talking about?
I don't care what she is.
So they're not supposed to address her as her title.
No, that's Daniel Bryan's wife. That's Nikki Bella's sister. Like one of the Bella twins. Like I don't want to hear anything else. I really don't.
Oh, the hate is real, man.
It's not really hate. It's just I don't.
I can't wait till we meet them in person. Like I want you to keep this.
You know what?
Same energy. I don't want you to fold and be like, hey, I want you to keep this same energy whenever we come face to face because it's gonna happen.
If anybody here is going to the show in July in Oklahoma City, we plan on being there. If you see me, holla at your boy. And if you got a problem with the Bellas too, just dap me up. You ain't even gotta say no words. Just you see me, dap me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get shirts made with 8301 on it so people can see who we are. Dap me up, and I'm gonna already know what it is. You can't stand them either. And it's a SmackDown too, so I ain't gotta do. Oh no, they might still be on the show. Woo!
Yeah. You know what? Lose the titles.
We gonna live stream, so if they come out, y'all can see how life leaves my body when this music hits. I get so bad. So we'll see what happens. We'll see.
So what you think happens to, or what would you like to see happen to Bayley?
What I would like to see happen to Bayley. Win a title.
Yeah.
Now that she's by herself again. I really want to hug her back. I know you don't want that.
Nah.
But I mean, she's I don't know, her glow up needs to be studied. But I don't know, lean into a character and stick with it. Give her a chance to be something other than a background player.
Yeah.
That's to me, I feel like Bayley's always been that horsewoman they kept in the background. She's the workhorse, but she doesn't get any credit.
She's like what Chelsea Green is, but on a higher level. Or she's been doing what Chelsea Green been doing, but more. Well, I'm trying to make the Chelsea Green comparison. How she's, because I feel like they kind of use Bayley to elevate other talent. But Bayley's actually like one of the best.
Right.
So it's kind of weird how they kind of got her in the spot for a while, which is weird.
She's in the Dolph Ziggler spot, which is a hard spot.
You know
to
what?
be in.
That's a great comparison.
Yeah, she's the female Dolph Ziggler. You're a great hand. It's obvious you could be a great champion, but they just won't put the belt on you.
Which is, but they don't have no reason not to. Now with Dolph, they did because of injuries, because of the concussions and stuff he had.
Yeah, but they got a reason. If we put a belt on you, how do you elevate any other talent? You're the champ now. You can't lose. Bayley can lose all she wants when she's not a champion and still make talent look good. But I can say to that point, look at the match Javon just had with Jay. Like, I think to me it showed that Jey Uso's not the greatest wrestler, because Javon was just like clowning him through most of the match, and it really showed the gap in their ability. But at the same time, that it highlighted Javon in such a way it elevated him.
Yeah,
because he ran circles around Jey Uso, and to me got the win because he made a mistake. He went for the OG cutter at the wrong time. He got caught. He caught the spear. He lost. So it elevated him even in a loss. But I think with Bayley, her being a champion, she beating everyone. I don't know if she elevates them. Because if she goes on these long matches with every person she's trying to elevate, does that make them look good and her look bad? So like it's just kind of that slippery slope.
but I mean, as a champion, she's supposed to be the best. She's supposed to be better than everybody.
Oh, I agree. But should she be having these long marathon matches every week? Like she should. It shouldn't be.
Maybe
difficult.
maybe it should be featured. I mean, maybe she should. I think on that because I want to know how to book her as a champ. I mean, because she's been champion in the past, but she hasn't had real long reigns though either.
Mm-mm.
And then I'm trying to think last time she had the women's
I can't
champion.
even remember.
It's been a while.
I think it was when. No, I don't think that's it. But was it when she got kicked out of? Was that when Io Sky and them came back? Like I don't remember.
I don't even think she got the belt though.
She didn't have the belt then. Yeah, I don't remember. That's bad.
Yeah,
It's been that long. So Bayley, if you listening, we just hope this turns into something positive for you and not a waste of your time.
right.
Because you just keep elevating people and they're not allowing you to elevate. You and Chelsea Green are not being utilized properly. Even with Chelsea with Tiffany, since we didn't do the podcast on Friday, like Chelsea went up to Tiffany trying to help her be a friend. Tiffany made some great points. So all the things that Chelsea did wrong, like Tiffany's been perfect. And it's like, so what's the point of us being friends? And I'm like, stating the obvious like that makes me go, yeah, why are y'all like, why do you want to be a friend? But then I go, obviously, because all of the people that were my friends all got fired. Yeah. So I need new friends. So why not team with you? You got a championship and you have the belt that I want. So it's
that would have been good to say. I wish people would just be more obvious, just like
Kevin Owens, because Kevin Owens would have said it. It's like because my whole entourage got fired. I need somebody.
Yeah,
but it's cool. Like I'm trying to find the enjoyment in the little things, but I do hope they do something.
I hope it's a slow burn. Well, at least I'm assuming that it's a slow burn with Chelsea. It better, like I say, she better win the Money in the Bank. If she isn't champion by then, she should definitely have that Money in the Bank. But we'll see. unless it's gonna be a situation to where that she, Tiffany, she maybe starts to embrace her, and then Tiffany turns on her, and then Chelsea gets the title, or vice versa, or something like that. I don't know how they gonna swing it, but I don't know.
Yeah. So next we had a backstage segment with Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez, pretty much just showing more dissension coming in the Judgment Day. I think now that they lost, I mean, the Judgment Day is gone. This is not the original Judgment Day,
right?
So,
with the exception of Dom, I guess
he wasn't really original.
It wasn't really original. Yeah, I get.
And it feels like the whole Judgment Day moved to SmackDown. Yeah. Now, I know they're not going to do it, but what would be dope? Put the old Judgment Day together, have them feud with the new Judgment Day.
They got enough people though. See, they got too many.
They got too many women.
They got too many women. And then the SmackDown got too many men.
Well, no, because you got JD and Dom, and then you got Damian Priest and Finn, so that's even.
And then the honorary.
R-Truth.
Oh yeah, R-Truth.
And then you got on the other side, but you have 3 women on the other side, and you only have Rhea Ripley, even though she can beat all 3 of them by herself. But I mean, then I don't know, you don't like that either. Put Liv away from Dom, put Dom back with Rhea.
That's never
Come on.
Happen. That's never gonna happen.
I love them together. I thought it was great.
I mean, like I did not like it, but I mean, but I don't see a point. I don't see how they would even get back together in a scenario to where they would even like.
How do you trust them?
How would you even? I don't see a scenario to where they even. Well, I mean, like I know WWE always, find a way to reconnect people.
Yeah, look at Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth. They were going through tons of stuff, and they still got back together, and it was a huge thing. I remember that. I cried at home.
What?
Oh yeah, that was a magical moment for me.
That's crazy.
Keep in mind, that's like 1988. I was like 8 years old. Like, it's not like I was like 18 watching that. I was a kid, and then he got back with his wife. I thought it was a beautiful. I still remember what she had on, the black outfit with the white stars, and then she hugged him, and it was beautiful. Whatever. I'm gonna move on before I get clowned here. The next match, Dragon Lee versus Ethan Page. It was a match. I was like, I don't care. There's no story. This was like filler. And I know I be sounding so jaded with wrestling, but it's like, man, if you ain't telling me something, or if this ain't storyline, if it's just like a match you're giving me, it better be amazing. This was not it.
I enjoy Dragon Lee spots. I feel like him and Ethan don't really have. It's not.
No chemistry.
Yeah, no chemistry. Yeah, I'll say that. But the spots that Dragon Lee did was good. But I mean, I'm still trying to grow to Ethan. I mean, he's cool. I'm not like in love with him, but he's cool. I mean, like, 'cause I didn't watch him that much. When he was down there on NXT. So I'm a casual kind of sort of when it comes to him. So
he ain't doing much. Like, he ain't doing much.
Yeah.
Like, Ethan Page just isn't. Maybe he just needs something significant to do. Like, I get the match was like a setup for Rusev to come in, which he did, and they attacked Dragon Lee. Like, I like the spot where they flipped his mask to the side, because like it had stuff, and I get they're trying to do the luchadors versus the bigger guys, and next, not saying I don't care, guys. I'm just saying like that really was it. Next, Chad Gable came out to new music. Yeah. Wasn't great. Felt like an AI song. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He was trying to get the crowd to clap along with him, but because he was overseas, he figured they would jump on it, not knowing this was an overseas American crowd. So they did not. Some people in the front were clapping. Yeah. He was singing the song. It was great. Then he calls out Alpha Academy. They come out there. I felt it was starting off heartfelt, but when you regurgitate the same apology to like 3 people, it kind of feels rehearsed, which Maxine caught up on. And now
the Otis thing seemed genuine.
It did. I felt like the person he really was apologizing to was Otis. And when Otis goes to shake his hand, Maxine's like, no. Now, that's where I had a problem. First of all, ma'am, you may not accept it, but you're not going to not accept it for the group.
Yeah.
Like, you don't speak for me. And then you didn't accept it while telling him like, I'm better than you and I accomplished more than you did. But he already told you that in his apology. You did something I never even did. So yeah, I ain't vibing with Maxine. And if I was Otis, I'd have been like, cool, you mad. But we good. And then remember they all got out, Otis didn't want to get out at first.
Yeah.
So it's like, is she the de facto leader? Like, you following what she say?
Yeah. I kind of seen the whole thing coming. I kind of seen, especially with so what I kind of think what's going to happen is, because they've been showing like a bunch of, like the whole backstage segments between Maxine and Theory.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think
She going heel.
And then she gonna join the Vision, and then Otis and
that's fine. I don't care about.
then Otis they gonna join back with Chad, and then that's gonna start a feud between Alpha Academy and the Vision.
It don't matter. I don't care about.
That's kind of what I see happening. I don't care for it because I hope I prefer to see Chad, of course, in the world title.
Of course,
but
this is getting old.
I see this a segue.
Yeah, making Chad a sucker. I'm not feeling that. They look like he wanted to cry when they didn't accept his apology. And,
yeah,
like he need to be a killer. I'm telling you, Angle.
And then that's what I think AJ Styles mentioned it. I think I seen a quote for him either today or yesterday. He said he's exactly like Kurt Angle because he wrestled both of them. Because pretty much he wrestled Kurt back when he was Perk Angle back in TNA. So
that's he wasting him.
Yeah, and then pretty much, so AJ Styles said that like they're the same. Like they got a motor. They don't get tired. They're pretty much said it's the same person.
He don't got that Jey Uso in him. That Chad he'll wrestle you.
Yeah.
Do something.
Yeah. So hopefully they turn him. Yeah, they need to turn him into a killer. Like put the mouthpiece in him, just like Kurt, and just.
So he looked like he lost a little bit of muscle. He ripped to shreds, but he's just not as bulky as he was. Which I understand that's hard on your body.
Yeah.
So leaning up is always better, and lean muscle does pop out more. You just don't look as big. But wishing Chad the best. I really want to see you turn into a killer, man. Hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Like go after Rusev and just like destroy. It's like stuff like that. Like the bigger guys, you wouldn't think Chad could do anything. And he has really good matches with them, but he's very dominant. I think that would be great.
Yeah.
So next we get into our comedy segment with my boy Danhausen. So JD and Dominic go in the back. They're trying to get their money back because their curse didn't work, which in turn turns into JD getting cursed. Then JD touches something and he gets electrocuted like everybody. It's just like, is he changing everybody's gimmick? Because it's like he went back to being Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona, and then The Miz is going through. So I don't know where they're going with it. Every week has been funny except this week. Like this week I was just like, okay, it's getting.
Yeah, because they pretty much with. Because with him, they made it seem like he lost his memory. Or something like that. Because when he went back to the Judgment Day or whatever, to the clubhouse, he was shaking everybody's hand like it's their first time meeting or whatever.
Yeah, so I guess he's going back to being the old JD McDonough before. Like, I don't know. Like I said, normally these are funny. I got a "you are cursed" out of it, so I guess it's okay.
Yeah.
He's no R-Truth, but Danhausen is still cool. Then we go backstage segment. LA Knight, Jimmy. LA Knight still thinks that Adam Pearce is in the bloodline.
He's leaning into it.
Yeah, he going at him, and then Jimmy, and they going back and forth. I did like when Adam was like, tonight you gonna prove it, you versus Jimmy Uso. He's like, nah, we're not doing that. What we're gonna do is LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso, and they're both looking like he just said that.
Yeah.
So that was funnier than the Danhausen stuff.
Okay.
And then, of course, we get into their match. But go ahead.
No, like that's what I like. That's starting to grow on me. The whole deal between Pierce and Knight, just the whole deal. Like it's a whole conspiracy. Oh, like you're in the bloodline and all that. So, like week after week, that's starting to grow. That's starting to grow on me. Just the whole little back and forth they got.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. Yeah. Was the match next?
Yeah, immediately following was the match.
Yeah, so Yeah, so like the match was cool. I did like the solo part. I wonder how they're gonna do that. If Solo is eventually gonna join back with the Bloodline or not, or how they're gonna go about doing that.
He wore all red. I'm just saying. Normally he wear all black.
He kind of switches it up. He kind of wear red sometimes.
Okay.
But if he did wear red, what does the red signify?
Blood.
Oh,
maybe I don't. I don't know. Like the match was good. Solo cost him the match because I knew Jimmy wasn't winning that thing, and Solo cost him the match, and they had the little standoff, and it's going somewhere. But to me, the vagueness of what does Roman want, and again, it's like Jacob was so third wheeling this episode, like
yeah.
And I get it, he's like the proxy of the tribal chief, but like you're the champ, Roman. You could have been there tonight.
Yeah, but I don't see how they expect, and like that's what goes to Roman, like not apologize. He ain't never apologized or done nothing. How do you expect Solo to want to join back?
You need Roman to talk to Solo, not somebody else coming in. Like, I'm going to speak for the guy that did all this stuff. No, he need to come to me. Be a man.
Yeah.
So
I don't see how that. Yeah. So that's.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Then we went into Jay and Oba again. It's like, I respect you too. But when the bell rings, there's no more respect. It's pretty obvious.
That was I missed that segment.
Mm-hmm. It was quick and it was nothing.
Okay.
I think what I think is going on, we all know Oba's going to destroy Jay. The reason I say that is because I just watched Javon Evans embarrass you. If he can embarrass you and just about beat you, I know Oba should kill you. So that's why Jay, like, they're trying to make this feel like a big match. It should be a squash. And if Jay wins this match, I'm done.
I think he's going to win the match because Brock Lesnar is going to interfere.
I'm done. No, I'm serious. I'm done. Like,
not going to be done.
I know I'm going to be like, I'm still going to watch. I'll just do the podcast, but I'm done. Jey Uso has become a Bella. Like,
that's crazy.
Done, bro.
That's
there's no way
now you going
that
too far.
I ain't got no oxygen in my lungs, man, could be Oba Femi.
Without Brock Lesnar, yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens. I'm not gonna say nothing until Saturday night. When we do this on Saturday, we gonna find out how I'm feeling. That's all I'm gonna say. We gonna find out how I'm feeling.
Jay's gonna win because Brock's gonna interfere in the match.
Okay, y'all hear what he's saying? Why, if there's no Brock and Jay wins, I'm done.
Now, if he wins straight up, now that's gonna be crazy.
I'm done.
Now I might be on the.
I'm absolutely fine. He's
shocked.
a Bella. He's a Bella, bro. I'm telling you.
If he wins straight up without the shenanigans, and it still might be some shenanigans because maybe Jacob or somebody else. Might
if you lose with shenanigans, I don't care who wins if it's shenanigans. Yeah. But if this is like Jay just beat him,
straight up, yeah.
So done.
Well, that's not gonna happen.
Not watching wrestling.
The way they built up, but there is no way he beat Brock in WrestleMania. There's no way he's gonna have him
watch.
He's not gonna have him lose straight up.
He's gonna come out there yeeting and just beat him, and I'm gonna be
not
done.
Straight up. Nah, man.
We're gonna see what happens.
Triple H wouldn't do that.
Yeah, because Triple H has been doing a bang up job lately.
But he ain't crazy like that. He know not to do that.
Okay, sure.
He's not gonna do that. Like, he's not gonna. Nah.
Next, we had Liv, who was pretty much naked, and she had on some drawers and some boots with a t-shirt. That's what it looked like. Like she forgot to put her pants on before she came out there. Liv and Io, which I think, and this is like a side note, it just shows the difference between a married woman and a single woman, in my opinion. Because she came out there in a t-shirt and a drawers and some boots. Io came out there with a shirt on, some pants, hair. It was like married woman, single woman. Very different. But not saying because Bianca be coming out there just thicker than a snicker, like she ain't got no man. So
because that's kind of like Io's style. She ain't never just had. Well, nah, she
Yeah,
Io do be double cheeked up sometimes.
Sometimes, especially when she in her ring gear.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, if your husband don't mind, whatever. But they had their face off. Liv did her talking, her little cackle that she does. Io said 4 words in English and then was like, forget it. It just started going in.
Yeah.
And Liv, like all of us, was like, we don't understand it. Here's a fist. Punch her in the face, back and forth.
That segment was, I guess it was refreshing in a sense because I don't know if you caught, because they had like a house show last night.
Mm-hmm. Where she almost got hurt.
Yeah. They said she did get hurt or something, like, she rolled out the ring with a leg injury or whatever. So like it seemed pretty serious. So I was wondering how serious that was, but obviously I guess it wasn't that serious because she did that. So
yeah, now she was out there fighting in high stiletto heels. You got to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping she didn't forget and kick Io or something.
Yeah.
But she should. I mean, she seemed to be all right. But I did see the footage where Sol Ruka, like she went for a crossbody, but I guess went too early and landed on her knee.
Yeah.
And so, but she seemed all right. She wasn't limping. She wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah. She wasn't limping or nothing. So
next we had the Seth Rollins interview. He had an interview. Yeah. He's not. He's tired of the vision, and it all ends at.
It's something they ran the same thing back from a couple weeks ago whenever they was building up the match.
Yep.
They had, when they was doing the Bron and Seth deal last week. It was just
Paul Heyman came in there and he's like, you're not scared of you, and Seth's like, I ain't scared of him neither. It's like, oh, so all stuff we knew already.
Yeah, I think they're gonna let the match do the building. I guess like the steel cage, that's enough build right there. So they're letting which I've never really cared for steel cages because I feel like it's a prop. They really don't use the steel cage much anymore.
Not like they used to.
Not that they used to. I feel like it's just a prop. It's just there. And they just having a pretty much regular match in the ring. I feel like because
they just throw it every now and again. Somebody gets thrown into a cage.
Yeah, thrown into it, but it's not really. I mean, still cage matches. They're not really.
But I get it though. We're gonna settle it. It's gonna be violent. We're gonna be in a cage. I think just Hell in a Cell is better because you can get out of the ring but still be in the cage. Yeah. So I like that better. It just gives you more the ability to do more but stay in the cage.
Right.
As opposed to a cage match where you're just stuck in the cells. You can't do a lot of springboard stuff, which Seth does plenty of, but it limits his moveset. It's just I think Hell in a Cell would have been better, but I get it. It's not October yet.
Yeah, and the steel cage it's kind of honestly, it's one of the, to me, it's one of the pointless matches as far as where like how they try to sell brutality and stuff. I feel like that's like the least brutality match because you can escape the cage. I feel like Hell in a Cell should be the only type of cage match.
Okay.
Well, that in the chamber, I feel like they should kind of do away with it, like just do away with the steel cage match, to be honest with you. I've never really seen the point, especially with the way they use it. Like they don't use it hardly no more. And then like the fact that you can escape me just being like a logical person, I can just walk out the door and win the match. Like I don't gotta climb over the top. I can literally do that and then walk out just walk out and win.
That's true. You can get out the door or whatever. So it's I agree.
So I've never really cared for steel cages that much. But hey,
to each his own.
I hope it's a great match. I don't see Seth winning.
No, I don't either. He likes to lose, it seems like. But he won his last match, so maybe he's on a roll.
Yeah, but then again, so I say I don't see Seth winning, but I kind of feel like between the two, even though of course Bron is the future, he's the present and the future. As far as between them two, Seth probably needs to win more than Bron. I mean, because it's not going to hurt Bron to lose the match. But I feel like if Seth loses the match, based off the way he's been talking and stuff, and how he wants to go after Roman because it's the title, because he lost the title, he never lost, or he whatever he said, it would probably do more damage to Seth losing than it would to Bron. Like Seth has more to lose because if he loses to Bron, then where does that put Seth?
Because you're not better than Bron. That's really what
it puts him. Then what does that do to your title hunt? So within the kayfabe, Seth, I feel like Seth needs to win the match more than Bron does.
Okay.
Even though he's technically supposed to be like elevating and putting over Bron, I guess, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, he needs to win the match more than Seth. I mean, more than Bron.
I see that. All right. Well, next we have the main event of the evening. Let me fix my mic because I gotta really talk about this one. This was what I was excited for. I knew what was coming. I was pumped up for it. I'm happy it happened. We had the Street Profits versus the Vision. Match was what it was. You know, the Street Profits did their thing. I think they really let Angelo Dawkins shine in this match. He was doing a lot of stuff. You know, of course, Montez does what Montez does. He's amazing. But Logan trying to interfere, Seth coming out, like all the hijinky stuff to throw everybody off. But when Seth hit him with the brass knuckles, that's when it solidified. I was like, Street Profits, and yes, they are, for I believe the first time, your WWE champions. Well, tag team champions. And it was just a moment.
Yeah.
Because they've been like right there for so long.
So we've talked about Street Profits for a while as far as like them, you know, pursuing solos.
They absolutely need to break up.
Okay, I was about to ask.
Yeah, absolutely need to break up.
So like I know you said you enjoyed the moment, but would you have rather seen them lose and then go their separate ways, continue on that path, or would you rather see them have a final run and then...
at least have success together once, like have that moment? Because I feel like they're just transitional champions anyway. But the Raw Tag Team Championships never get defended, so it doesn't even matter. Okay. But I'd rather them have that success and maybe amicably split up. I get tired of like tag teams turning on each other. You go do your thing. I'm gonna go do like the draft. Separate them in the draft, so they don't even have a choice, and then let them go their own way and do their own thing. And then every now and again, you get the Street Profits back together from time to time. Like that's cool, as opposed to they hate each other now. Because if they break now, they gotta have a feud. And it's like instead of them growing, they're still technically together. They're just wrestling each other. So I think that's just a waste.
Okay, I kind of like so. This is a good spot. Like I like them being paired with Seth because I feel like that elevates the Street Profits up, kind of like in their main event status.
Yep.
And especially with the stuff I be seeing on the gram about because Ted's been posting, and I don't know if it's AI or if it's real photos of them that they took a real photo shoot together, but it's him, Dawkins, and Seth like in suits, like it's a photo shoot.
Oh, okay.
Pretty cool. I have to show you real quick. But
they like the new main event Mafia is
kind of sorta like
on the new Hurt Business.
Yeah, because it's been going on for a couple of weeks. Like Montez, he'll post it up. Let me see. Because at first I thought it was AI. Well, because at first he posted himself, but.
Oh yeah, I saw that when they like an R&B group. Yeah.
And then he posted one, I guess, when they won. And then 3.
Hey, them suits is clean, dog. Hey, I'm feeling those. Hey. I mean, if they're gonna be a faction, you know what? And that's what we're gonna. Before we get into 8301 Court, let's write the show because that goes right into the topic tonight. Okay. So all in all, what would you give SmackDown? I mean Raw. Excuse me, it's Monday.
I might have overrated last week. I gave like a 4.5, and it was high.
Way too high.
Yeah. I'll give it a 3.
All right. I give the show a 1. I give the Street Profits a 3. Okay. That segment's a 3, but the show was a 1, and the crowd was a 1. But that's your review for Raw for June 22nd, coming from London in the O2 Arena. And now we're moving into my favorite segment, 8301 Court, where the topic today is, are there too many factions or not enough factions in WWE currently? And the reason I said it flows right into it, because if Seth and the Street Profits become a faction, that's them, that's the MFTs, that's Alpha Academy, that's the Bloodline, Like there's so many division, like there's so many factions already.
You got what's the women's side? You got
the Fatal Influence. Like there's a lot of factions. So are they relying are they trying to faction everybody up? Is there too many? Maybe they need to just make some more. You got the Judgment Day. You know, it's Finn and it might be joining, I guess, this new kind of group with R-Truth and Damian Priest. But you still got the Terror Twins with him and Rhea. So it's like, is that a thing? Like, it's just a lot of faction-y type stuff going on.
It's a twofold answer. So on one hand, it could be looked at as a lazy way to get more people on TV without giving them a story. Like, you know, they lump them in with somebody bigger name. You know, they get to be on TV without giving them actual something to do. They just on the screen. Like, for example, like JD.
Mm-hmm.
He's not in the storyline now. He just with the Judgment Day. He takes bumps. He takes crazy bumps. He's a great worker, but he's not really in anything. He's not really. He doesn't really have a storyline.
True.
But and he kind of been that way since he got called up to the main roster.
True.
So I feel like that's a lazy way of, or it could be looked at as a lazy way to kind of put him on TV for the sake of putting him on TV.
Okay, I see that.
And then on the other side, it could be looked at. It's a way, you know, you could look at it as a mentorship, you know, for younger people that's coming up to the main roster, or well, it ain't really no younger person come up to the main roster that linked up, but it's a way to maybe.
I mean, I like what you're saying. It's like you get eyes on more people at one time.
Yeah,
and you can see there's a star right there, or she's not, or he's not ready yet. So,
but you want to but you want to showcase them at the same time. It's kind of like when they first brought Jade. When she first started coming, you know, they put her up. They put her up with
Bianca and Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi. You know, they wanted to showcase Jade, but she obviously wasn't ready yet. But she's a big enough name to where they wanted to showcase her talent and her look or whatever. So
yeah, and I mean,
think a good way to.
Do we get Dominic without the Judgment Day? Because he was just a fat, chubby wrestler. Like he wasn't Dominic Mysterio. He hadn't got that character yet. The Judgment Day brought that out. So sometimes factions will wake you up, but that goes into the mentorship. Look who he's in a faction with. Yeah. You know, so it could do a lot of positive being in a faction for you, but it could do negative too, because sometimes you could be really good and get lost in the shuffle because the people in your faction. Because to me, Austin Theory is amazing, but Logan Paul, better. Bron Breakker, more entertaining. So you kind of get lost. You know, you're the third string on your own team, especially if you put Seth back in it. Now you fourth string.
See, I feel and see with that one, I'm conflicted on that because for one, I don't think Austin should be a heel.
You want him, grow his hair back, be a babyface.
Yeah, I feel like because he's
a babyface in real life.
Yeah, you know, he's babyface in real life. So because like I said, I don't buy his heel gimmick. I've never have. Like it doesn't seem genuine. It seems like it's scripted. It doesn't seem like he's a bad guy. Like so, it's hard for me to buy into that.
Yeah.
You know, but I seen him talking during their backstage promo. Like he was doing all the talking. He kind of like led the ranks, so he kind of led the talk. So I feel like maybe they talked to him back, or you know, I don't know, but he took charge. I'll say that. You know, and everybody else kind of took a back seat to while he was doing all the talking today.
Okay.
But yeah. But yeah, just like I said, I'm conflicted because it could benefit, it could be great for someone, then it could not. It just depends on the scenario. But I feel like, and maybe saying lazy was the wrong term because I don't know if it's WWE's way of being lazy just to put more people on TV without giving them a storyline.
I mean, like I said, it lets you shine a light on more people at one time.
Right.
Because, I mean, even with the MFTs, to me, Tala is a waste. But I get to see him. Tama, they're not using well, but you get to see him.
He's better off he needs to be
by himself.
Yeah. He's going to be by himself. Tala, he probably needs to be with somebody. Well, it depends on how WWE market him because they're not really, and honestly, they don't really do a good job. Honestly, to me, they haven't done a great job with big men since Vince. Now I would say
Y'all heard that.
Now that's the one comment. At least Vince knew how to, because you got Kane, Undertaker, Big Show.
Yep.
He knew how to
talk about it.
You know, Mark Henry.
Mm-hmm.
He knew how to showcase the big man.
I know. Come on,
Now,
keep talking about it.
I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
come on, keep going. Come to my side.
I ain't coming to your side.
You miss him. You can say you miss him a little bit.
No. Well, no. Yes, on TV, like as a character, yes, I miss Vince.
No, that's not what I'm booking.
No, I'm booking. No.
Okay, Tyler would have been a WWE champion by now.
Yeah.
Seven feet tall?
Because, like I said, Omos, he didn't like Omos. Now he's doing his thing in AAA. But I'm saying,
but Omos was big and slow. Like Tyler be jumping off stuff, flipping and kicking. Like he could move.
Yeah.
Because he's he's a Tongan, but all of it, like the Islanders could go.
But still, even with Omos, you don't have to be. I mean, I feel like he could have been presented better.
He just the giant and stay away from my brother. Which, where did that go? Because now Shinsuke's like gone. Like that, they were doing something, then it's over.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But all in all, I think factions are important because it does shine a light on more people at one time. And then you'll see the fans gravitate to that one part, and that's your star. Like with The Rock and Nation of Domination.
Yeah.
It was just a faction, and then The Rock came and it blew up. And then it blew him up. But then they got Owen Hart. Owen Hart was bigger than everybody, but you got Mark Henry from that. Then D'Lo kind of got him and Mark became a tag team, but then they broke up and D'Lo went his way. But the only person who really didn't succeed was Farouk. Farouk and the Godfather kind of fell off, but then the Godfather turned into the Good Father, which turned everybody more interested. So it's like he went from Nation Domination to being a pimp to being a reformed pimp to back to being a pimp, and it like everybody's character evolved and did things. And Farouk went to the APA. And he started drinking and beating people up for pay. So, but everybody found their own lane, but it started together.
Faction,
right. So DX same way. Factions are important.
Yeah, especially, and of course you want the faction to be built up, and then because that helps the breakup. You know, that makes big stars from the breakup. That's why I like. Well, at least I hope Austin comes out big after this. You know, whenever that breakup happens, I hope he becomes a star after this.
Yeah, but they don't always turn out. I mean, look at the Spirit Squad. That was a faction. I saw Kenny tonight when he was breaking up the fight with Lyra and Bayley. He was one of the Spirit Squad members, but I guess he's a producer now.
I did not know that.
Yeah, when I saw his face, I was like, hey, that's Kenny. So it's like not like nobody from that faction.
Yeah, nobody, because it took Dolph. Because Dolph wasn't. I mean, because when Dolph became Dolph, it wasn't even.
Yeah, he went around introducing himself.
Yeah, as Dolph. So like,
it wasn't the
that
faction.
wasn't. Yeah, so like that wasn't the fact. That was probably that might have to do another one, but that might have been a failure. I mean, like okay, so like how many factions have failed completely? Because Spirit Squad, that is a failure. That's one where like nobody came out.
The right to censor. I mean, they were already big in their own rights to begin with. Al Snow, Ivory, the Good Father, was Bull Buchanan. They were already somebody, but the faction. Even Val Venus joined. He wasn't a porn star no more, and like that faction really never went anywhere. It didn't do anything. I'm trying to think. I'm running through like. I gotta think about this one.
Yeah, because I was trying to think. Cause
I feel like the Vision ain't doing nothing. I feel like that's a failed faction, honestly, because it's just they're boring.
They really didn't need
to put them in a faction. They didn't.
Yeah, I mean, because as far as the origin, like when Seth brought them all together, like Bron didn't need and that's one true thing like about that storyline. Bron didn't need to be in the group. He was already a star by himself. He didn't need to be there.
If anything, the Vision holds him back, not pushes him forward.
Honestly, yeah.
Because he went from being a solo star headed towards the title to a tag team wrestler with the Bronze. And then once Bronson Reed got hurt, and then he was back on his own, but now he's back in the tag team because Logan got hurt. Like, it's a holdback faction. It's not a move forward faction.
That's true. Because he hasn't really been in the title. I mean, he was in the title picture with CM Punk. That he had that match with CM Punk, and then that was it. But other than that, he really haven't, as far as in the title, yeah. But then again, he did get hurt, so
Yeah. But I'm gonna do some research, and I think next week, not even next week, on Friday. Well, y'all gonna hear from us 2 more times this week, as a matter of fact. So we'll get to the the factionless, the factions that never worked out throughout these next 2 episodes, because y'all got us for SmackDown, and then of course we might just, you want to hold off on SmackDown and just do a whole review after Night of Champions?
Yeah.
That makes sense, because if these are how the go home shows are going to be, SmackDown ain't going to be nothing.
Right.
I feel like this segment, the court session was longer than the whole show review. So that's probably what we do. So nothing on Friday, but y'all definitely hear from us Saturday after Night of Champions. We review SmackDown and Night of Champions, wrap it together, and see what we get. But hopefully the show is good. Hopefully Jay does not win King of the Ring. Hopefully Liv does not win Queen of the Ring, and we get a good show. Like a really good show, not a sleeper. What you think?
It's looking like
an absolute nap time snooze fest, man. Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to put a whole lot of excitement. Yeah, it's looking like a sleeper.
It's like a stepping stone to SummerSlam. Like I feel like they're just giving us like an extra
a bunch of stepping stones, which is bad for me. Like everything should be good. It shouldn't have to.
Yeah, I hear you.
Looks like a filler pay-per-view.
I agree. But
I don't see nothing big coming out of it unless Rock comes back and interferes.
He's not. And then Jay's going to win clean, and I'm done.
That's not going to happen.
Jay Bella, I'm done with him.
Honestly, I would like to see that happen, just to see your reaction live.
No. But hey, I always love Jimmy. I got nothing but love for Jimmy. He's the better Uso anyway. But we'll see. I mean, I would like to see Roman just apologize to Solo, put them all together, and let's see that bloodline. The blood MFTs or something. I don't know. The MFT bloodline. Something. But just mix them, or maybe the MFTs break from Solo. Now they're a group, and then Solo's back with the bloodline. That would be cool. Yeah. And Tongans versus Samoans. It's 2 different islands. So let's see what happens. But that's our episode for the day. So remember, whenever you are looking for the best the best WWE news and reviews, there's only one address for you to go to, and that is 8301. I am your host, Marcus Brown.
And I'm your co-host, Chris Long.
All right, y'all. Remember, we're going to see y'all on Saturday for the Night of Champions review. So lock in with us. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, we have more watch time than we do subscribe time. So make sure y'all subscribing to us, man. We love that y'all listen, but we want y'all to subscribe so y'all can get all the exclusive stuff that we plan on doing here in the future. So keep rocking with us, man. We appreciate y'all. And we will see y'all later this week. Peace.